probably the closest thing that I have on a universal level to a best friend. And this time around, he said, you know what, I'm going to hang back. I'm going to stay here, and I'm not going to go back into the physical realm. And I'm going to be, your co-pilot from here. So you're going to have to go into your world, and you're going to have the veil pulled over your eyes again. And you're going to have to figure it out all on your own. And then once you can find me again, I'm there. I'll always be there with you, helping you out. That's who David is for me. So the closest thing I can give you is a spirit guide, because he is in spirit form right now, and he is guiding me through my life, helping me understand the pitfalls. Doesn't usually warn me about the pitfalls, in the exception of going, you sure you want to do that? Type of thing. Once I was able to connect into a dimension higher than where I'm at, because that's part of the trick, is I, at the time, was still in the acceptance of the idea that I was a singular. I was me, and that's it. But once I was able to find David and truly understand, I take that back. I don't fully understand all of it yet. I'm not fully enlightened. Alright. I have still more to learn. But once I understood what I learned then I was able to grasp the concept of a larger unit that helped me connect myself to the rest of the universe. And this started manifesting in my physical life by walking past people in the streets. And I know that this person's having a bad day because her husband yelled at her this morning because she didn't get the ironing done. That's all I get. I can't tell you the husband's name. I couldn't tell you where they lived. I couldn't tell you how the outcome of the fight came out. But I know that she's upset because she didn't get the ironing done. And this guy over here has a gay son, and it's an embarrassment to him, or something like that, as I'm walking past people. And it's not, at first, always on. It's something that this person goes by, this person goes by, this person goes by, this person I get a lot of information on for some reason, and I have to not act like I just got an information dump in public. Then it started creeping up on video. Then it started giving up pictures. And, I've talked about this idea before, that I can sometimes read people through their videos. And a couple people had to test me. A couple people had to be like, oh, what? It's not that they had to test me, really. They just were like, oh, hey, what do you get off of me? And those worked out just fine. The information that I get is relatively accurate. Now, mind you, sometimes I can try and get nothing. Or get the wrong thing. A friend of mine online here, this guy named Tony, who is a good guy, and I misread him. I misread him, and I upset him because I thought things were one way and it was taken another, which is always a problem in this physical realm. And language sucks. I've talked about it 100 times on a different video, and if you need to understand what I mean, what's the opposite of right? Yeah, that's the wrong answer. There's another answer. So communication is horrid, and that's one of the reasons why I'm working on telepathy, because it's a little bit more clean. Now, there is a downfall as well to this. It's not all fun and games, I'll meet people and get flashes of their worst moments of their life, whether I want it or not. And every now and then, while in meditation, I feel what can only be described as the suffering of the world. You know, the planet. Let's just start with the planet here, just for a minute. Let me finish this concept. You know, the planet is polluted, the air is polluted, the waters are polluted. We are having crazy storms that don't belong here. We have completely wrecked our ecological system, global warming, the burning of the rainforest, you know, burning oil wells, going miles up into the sky, leaving pollutants. The earth is suffering. And the people on it are just as bad. So many people locked into themselves, their own self-righteous goals, you know, looking out for number one. Alright, and I don't care who I step on to get done what I need to get done. Right? All those people are suffering. I mean, there is no good reason for war. There isn't. Alright, if we are all one and I shoot you because you're on the other side's army, I am shooting a part of myself. I am fighting over myself over a different opinion. The humankind as a whole is a schizophrenic freak. Alright? Rabbit House has nothing on us as a people. And all of them are trying to take care of just themselves. And so because of that, there is a flood of suffering all over the world. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, step outside of your little cubicle world and take a look at the world. Take a look at what's going on. Go into some of the larger cities. Take a walk in the ghetto. Good luck. And of course, there's a lot of people going, oh, I'm going to do that. Well, why? Why not? You know? Well, because it's not safe. Well, imagine feeling all of it at once. All the world's suffering at once. It's devastating. It's horrid. My mother's had to do it twice. It's horrendous. You know, I mean, I talk a lot about joy and love and happiness and share it out. Love, it's what you do. But part of the reason why I do that is because I have seen how very little love there is in this world. And I know for a fact I can't reach everybody. I can't contact everyone and say, what are you doing? But I can reach some. I can send out my light. And those who can find it will find it, and those who can't won't. But at least I shone. I shined and gave all that I could. And so now I'm going to try to help you get this. I mean, I'd love to start a discussion on this. I would love for you to not only comment, but leave a video comment about your opinions on this type of thing, on telepathy. You know, I mean, do you see it all X-Men, Charles Xavier style? You know, have you ever had that sensation? Have you ever had a moment where you just knew what they were thinking? You know, let me know. Well, anyway, that's all I'm going to give you for now. This is Will Gray. And remember that it's love. It's what you do.